Anybody else? Yes.
Is the old Italian lady that's in Whistling in the Dark, is she in the new? I love her.
Dana Fazia?
Yeah.
Yes, I could not leave our Striganena.
Oh, good.
She's in it, but barely. I do talk about her bosom spell.
Yes, yes.
And we talk about cannolis a little bit. And but she's not in it a big way like she isn't in the other ones. You know, she makes a small appearance. But Ethel's in this book very, very strong. Susie Fazio is in the book very, very strongly. Fast Susie. She's in the book. There's a lot of new characters I found really kind of interesting. Mary Lane, the skinny Mary Lane, the one who had the tapeworm, she plays a huge part in this next book. And she still has not gained an ounce of weight. That is a real kid, I'm telling you. A lot of those kids in these books are real kids, all of them. That kid was the skinniest kid I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a kid skinnier than this kid. And we used to, when my mom, you know, the 50s are a little bit different than now. People didn't care about kids like they do now. You know, self-esteem hadn't been invented. My mother would kick us out of the house and we're gonna lock the door behind us. Don't come back! Okay, fine. And, you know, we'd get hungry and thirsty. We didn't have any food. I mean, it's bad. But, you know, she wanted to stay home and watch her show. And so, you know, Guiding Light or General Hospital. And she didn't want us bugging her. And they didn't care about kids, especially girl kids. Because what were girls going to do? You know, they weren't going to do anything. I mean, that was the general attitude of that time. So, Mary Lane, we'd get so damn hungry. I'm telling you, Mary Lane... My mother went out one day. I knew she was going down to Boston store for the day, but she locked the back door of the house, of course, so we couldn't get in and eat anything. So, the back door, we lived on top of a duplex. The back door had one of those chains, and we tried to fit Mary Lane in between. And, you know, we almost got her except for her head. I mean, the stuff we used to do back then, I mean, kids don't do stuff like that now. I mean, we were always setting a fire or smoking a cigarette. Or Mary Lane was always that kid who, she'd hang out at the gas station. You know, as you'd go to the gas station, there Mary Lane would be. It would be really weird. But she loved to play that joke where when cars would come in, she'd kick the tire and then fall over. So people thought they'd run her over. And then she'd get money from them. One year she went trick-or-treating, this is the honest to God truth, that was just when, for Halloween time, she decided, this was before, like, who does that during the, UNICEF, but this was before that. Mary Lane decided that she was going to go as a crippled child, trick-or-treating, and ask for money. So when she got like $7, I mean, we could not believe this. We went, no, don't do that. You know, oh my God, you're going to go to hell. She didn't care. I mean, she did not. The kid was so crazy, so crazy. And, you know, kids were kind of characters back then. You could see what they were kind of going to grow up to be. You know, I've never once heard from any of these kids in the neighborhood. And I've decided that's because they're probably all in jail. They were so naughty. My next neighborhood was a little bit more of a step up, socioeconomically speaking. And I've heard from all of them going, so you're not going to be writing about that time that I see money in my future. So yeah, I mean, so there's that neighborhood is very always in me, always a part of me, always dear to me. So yeah, sorry, a little bit of Nana, but not a bunch. A lot of Artie this time, a lot of Artie in this time. There's a lot of little twists, and there's a lot of twists and turns in this book. I'm writing this book thinking to myself, oh my God, this has got a lot of twists and turns. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens in it. So there's a lot of characters because of it. So.